Black Bottom was demolished. Black Bottom is gone, but its magic remains, its legacy remains. And as Detroit shows the world its true resilience as a city, and we celebrate the future, we also celebrate the past, beginning today and in this moment of memorial and recognition. So we never forget and always revere what was Black Bottom.
It was a moment that had been decades in the making. To remember a piece of Detroit's history, celebrating a marker that will forever memorialize the thriving, predominantly Black community that was Black Bottom.
I want to be clear, acre for acre, Black Bottom is the most culturally rich, historically significant area in Michigan's history, the whole state of Michigan, not just the city of Detroit. It's everybody's history.
All the seeds that was planted here in Black Bottom produced something that we bear witness to today. You're all a part of the growth and development of those seeds that was placed here in Black Bottom.
People stood humbly, looking on as they witnessed firsthand a moment that meant so much to so many.
I'm standing on behalf of the Michigan Historical Commission, also on behalf of the Michigan History Museum and our parent agency, the Department of Natural Resources, for this important moment. And honestly, I couldn't be more honored to have this as my assignment.
Every longtime family in the city has heard stories from their parents, their great-grandparents about Black Bottom, about Paradise Valley, about the history of this city and their family. So much of what we have today came from this area.
But Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan acknowledges that all of the stories about Black Bottom weren't pleasant.
And there is both good and bad history. This area was wiped out, Black Bottom, largely so Lafayette Park could be built. A couple of years ago, I was very proud of the fact that the name of that mayor was taken off our convention center. It's not a part of history that should be celebrated.
Ray Smith, one of the founders of the Black Bottom Group, says the process to get the marker started back in 2017, and it was not an easy one.
The main thing was the research in terms of making sure we got all the correct information to reflect the truth of this area.
Their hard work paid off. But the legacy of Black Bottom, a thriving financial mecca filled with pioneers of its time, is not only engraved on the marker, it's etched in the hearts of those like Barbara K. Hughes Smith and Sharon Sexton. Both had family members who lived in Black Bottom.
My ancestors were a part of Black Bottom, so I have a rich history of Detroiters. And some even came through the Underground Railroad here.
We caught up with them outside of the celebration to hear more about their families in Black Bottom.
This is my grandfather, Robert Isaac Greenidge, and he lived in Black Bottom and thrived there and made many contributions as a medical doctor.
Well, I don't need a marker to remind me that Black Bottom existed, but it's great that there is a marker that people can read, because there are people who go by and read historical markers. That it's kind of like a post. Okay, we were here, we existed. But what really got to me is the fact that the mayor of Detroit even admitted that Black Bottom existed, because for so long, Black Bottom wasn't included in the maps of Detroit, was not even talked about among white people. These are pictures of my family. This is my father. Like I said, he was the one who was born and raised in Black Bottom. All these people lived in Black Bottom, except for my brother. He lived with us, and we didn't live in Detroit at the time. But all these individuals, they were all very successful at what they did.
As Sharon and Barbara swap stories about the proud heritage of their Black Bottom family, they take solace in knowing that as real as these photos are, now so is the marker that commemorates Black Bottom.
Detroit has an amazing design heritage, and the city's skyline reflects it. The Fisher Building, designed by Albert Kahn, is one of these historic landmarks. It's often described as Detroit's largest art object. The famed architect's legacy is reflected at the Albert Kahn Associates architectural firm, which is still going strong after more than 125 years in the city. One Detroit takes a look back at Albert Kahn's award-winning work and the story from a Detroit Public Television documentary titled Detroit Designs the World.